Good morning, ladies and gents. I'm actually about to try longs right now. Give me a sec. I'm in light longs at 67.41. Very light position. I'm gonna get a better entry actually. I'm in some light longs. So I have longs running right now at 67.43.25. Not the entry I want, but it is what it is. It's okay. I just want to see if we can take it to midnight high. Then I'll look for another entry after that. I'm looking for midnight open. That's what I'm kind of looking for. But if we don't get it, we don't get it. It's okay. Just looking for midnight open. Longs are working right now. Longs are working right now. I'm looking for a midnight high. All right, I'm gonna take my profits here, and then I'll get another re-entry. So we just took price to midnight open. So made some nice money doing that. Now we can wait for a pullback. If we get a pullback, um, yeah, we can wait for a pullback now. We just took it to midnight open, so now we could wait. Yeah, now we wait. I just took my profits. And we wait. Yeah, ES Long's hit. I just took profits from him. So now I'm waiting for another setup. Good shit. Good shit. Yeah, I'm chilling right now. Longs hit, so I'm just waiting pretty much. Appreciate it. Yeah, I took it to midnight open. Anytime you take longs or shorts, so like pretty much what happened last night was they shorted the market, okay? And the way you could have easily played the shorts with them, and I'm gonna clear this whole chart up just so you guys can see things a little bit better. But the way you could have shorted this with the market, right? It's a little quick breakdown. Always look for that daily levels, okay? Previous day highs, previous day lows. You want to see what price is doing at each level. If it breaks above previous day high, let's say at an overnight open or during our cash session, right? Then my bias for that session is bullish. If it breaks under previous day low, then my bias for that session is bearish. And in this case, we broke under previous day low around last night. So previous day low was sitting at what? Around 67.44, let's just say. And I think we broke it last night. Yeah, we broke it at around 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And so when I seen that, I was like, okay, sellers are going to take this over and try and bring it lower. And that's exactly what they did. But while all that was happening, we had a midnight open where price opened during the midnight at around 67, 63. So once they got all that selling out the way and our cash session opened and we started to see buyers step in on a 30-minute time frame here under this OR, so they stepped in at 67.75. Our overall thesis was, okay, let's take this up to 67, 63 midnight open, but you're going to have guidance there. So it bounced at 67 or 66.75. Our next targets were these opening ranges here at 66.90, 66.93, 66.97. And if that broke above, we had new targets sitting up here, and I'll just remove this. I'll remove this. We had new targets sitting at 67.12, 67.27, 67.42, and then you could have gone to previous sessions to look for your next targets, right? But ultimately, we were taking this up to midnight open, which was sitting at 67, 63.75, right? So I went long at around the 30s area. I was trying to take it to 41, catch a breakout, and then take it to midnight open. So that's essentially was my long thesis. Now, if it holds above midnight open, we can see this thing push a lot more. Where to is that's where you look in your previous sessions and look for those levels. So if we hold above that 63.75, I can see us going about 67 and then breaking out to around 82, going up to 97, so on and so forth. But if we hold under midnight open, that's when I can just adhere to the current session levels that I have. And that means we pull right back down to 42. If that doesn't hold, we pull back down to 27, so on and so forth. But having that midnight open levels is very, very key. We are now rejecting under midnight open, so we can go back to those opening ranges, my green levels. So this midnight open for volume profile users also rejected a value area high. So now it can really go down to this POC down here at 67.19, but you have your levels to guide you down there. I'm just chilling now. I mean, I want to short this, but I would need a better setup. There's no 30-minute two down that's telling me to short this. This is just a consolidation right now. Reason why I'm not chasing this is because I want to see a way better setup above midnight open for me to even think about chasing longs. As of now, I'm just sitting, waiting for a better pullback to try and get some better entries. Okay, looks like we're breaking some levels that we may try and long again. Okay, I may look to maybe grab some runners, but I would love a pullback. Doubt we're gonna get it, but I am looking to probably play some runners soon. look for some entry soon. Oh, I really want to. I do want to play these longs. We could ride them up to 68.15. It's just. Oh yeah. Let's grab one. I'm in one MNQ runner. One MNQ runner. So I'm in at 25,206.50. My stop loss is 25,171.50. So I want to see if we can run, but 25,361 is my target. So I'm in one MNQ long. 25,361 is my target. Still holding my long. Still holding my position. Still holding my long position. Ooh, I'm tired. We're pulling back now. I would love to see buyers defend at least, what is this? Hopefully they defend that 177 area. I want to see buyers defend that 177 area on NQ. Oh, buyers are failing to defend it. Oh, they're defending it. They're trying to defend 177. Buyers are trying. They're trying here. We need to see NQ get above 246, 25, 246. Trying to break above 246. I'm still long right now. We need to see NQ hold above 246 so we can at least see another push. 246 level is being very difficult. It's being super difficult. I know we can clear it, it's just annoying how long it's taken to clear. Because I'm gonna be out my position soon, then I'm gonna call it on the live. Just so I don't overtrade, because I already made some good money today. Shorted overnight, longed ES in the morning. Now I'm playing NQ. So I got into NQ. My position is at 25,206.50. So I'm up a good amount. So I'm going to be out of it soon and then just call it. I would love for us to go to that value area high, but who knows? Who knows? NQ was already down a lot today, so this recovery is a big amount right now. So I don't want to get too greedy with the upside here. Come on, don't be trash. I'm gonna be out soon. I don't like this new 1 hour candle that opened at all. It's making me want to just exit this position and just call it. Do something. Break out. I cannot with this price action right now. I just pop already. Come on, just pop. It's like the worst price action right now. Yeah, it's the worst price action.
This is awful.
It is. Like, I'm about to just exit and just call it a day, to be honest, because I don't want to get greedy with more upside. Like, yes, it can go higher, but I don't want to get greedy based on the sell-off we had overnight and just seeing how much we recovered. So
Yeah.
I might call it and just reconvene in a nighttime. Again, this could go a lot higher to that what did I say, 320s level, I believe. It's just are you using that OR indicator that I put in the chat or no?
Not yet.
So
I'm about to look right now.
I would definitely like keep that indicator up and study it, because like it'll help a lot. It'll let you know what levels to expect based on what levels hold, if that makes sense. And if now you use a stochastic RSI, right?
Yeah.
Right. So today you've seen that we were in the buyer zone both on the 30 and a 1 hour, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So if all transparency, I woke up late today, so that's on me. I missed that initial buy. But if I came into the market today at 6:30 and I was, let's just say, looking at NQ, right, and I seen that the 30-minute
Yeah.
and the 1 hour was in that buy signal. Well, now I'm looking for my 30-minute 2 up trigger for me to take the trade. So if I'm looking at NQ, if I didn't want to buy at 24,653 hold, because again, based on the ORs, it's if it holds a level, it's going to go up to the next level. I can wait for my 30-minute 2 up, and in this case, it triggered at 766. So at that point, I will probably have stops maybe around 700 flat, somewhere around there. Just have like a little bit of a wide stop, and then I'll play it like that. And I'm taking it based on the 30-minute 2 up trigger, right? Now,
Yeah.
this was a 2 down, so it went into a 3 up, right? So now that you take it off that, you're now expecting your entry was, let's just say 765. You're now expecting 823 as your target one or your trim area to trim your initial risk and then allow your runners to do its thing. So at 823, let's just say I took 4 lots of MNQ. I'm going to sell 2, right? And then I'm going to leave one runner for 888, and I'm gonna leave another runner for 953. Now all of this, you're not gonna get all of this. You're probably gonna miss out on all of this until you fully learn the ORs. Then at that point you can go into the previous session and look for, okay, if we break above that, if we go to midnight high, break above midnight open, what can be next? And then that way the previous sessions you'll see those opening ranges to see. That's why I said we needed to hold above 177, because in the previous sessions I think we had like a 177, yeah, like down here, 177, 179. We defended that. So that was an opening range.
Yeah.
So the fact that we defended that, we had another opening range here at 238 to test, another one here at 300, but it also lined up with this one as well at 277. So I'm using these previous sessions opening ranges as extra targets to the upside, if that makes sense, as well as my session volume profile. So these blue lines, this was a value area high, this is another value area high. So this is my ultimate target, but I'm using my opening ranges to guide me there. But again, ignoring all of that, you could have still caught along at 765 and would have been out at 953 as far as your last runner, which is still a very good move on MNQ.
That's a big move.
That's a very big move. And again, you can use the same thing on ES as well. So if you look at ES, the trigger today on ES was at 700. You would have went long at 700. Your first trim, let's say you took 4 MES, you would have sold 2 at 712. Sold your remaining first runner at 727, last runner at 742. Big jumps, okay? Very big jumps. So that's what these opening ranges help to do. And again, with this extra move, I just targeted the midnight high because that's what they always do. If they open and they open under midnight open, 9 times out of 10, like 70% of the time, they run it right back up to midnight open. So I use the opening ranges as guidance to my ultimate target, which is midnight open. I had a value area high just under there, but yeah, now we're above it. So now I'm just using the previous session ORs and value areas as continuation. So to speak. Yeah, exactly. So I'll forward that indicator back in the main chat so you can have it up, but it works like a charm.
I'm really definitely gonna study that.
So it takes in the 30-minute opening ranges. So I'm actually about to exit this position soon. Yeah, so I'm gonna exit that. All right, so I'm gonna just exit these longs here. There, exit, call it done for the day. But yeah, that's essentially how it works. And it's the same thing with the overnight sessions. So the way you could have caught the shorts with the overnight sessions is, again, we had like a value areas and everything, but I'm using previous session opening ranges to guide myself down with the shorts and everything like that. But as you can see, now it's pushing and pushing and pushing, and it's probably going to go to the value area high up here at 366. I don't really care. It's above an opening range here at 282. So if it holds above 282, it's going to target 335, and then value area high at 366. If that holds above, then it targets 402. So that's how you can continue to hold a runner and allow it to do its thing. You can move your stops at the opening ranges because you know, okay, if it breaks this opening range to the downside and doesn't hold, it's going to go to next one below. Make sense?
That makes sense. On Traded View, how do you set stops? Like, are you able to?
Yeah, so
Just click on like a level on the chart and
yes,
place it.
yeah. So you can do it like that, and then you'll have it here. You see?
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, I mean it works, and I just use it in conjunction with my system. So,
Thanks for explaining everything.
no, you're welcome.
Also, dude, you were not joking about staying away from minis on a fun day.
Dude, I'm telling you, like it can
Bro.
break you, dude. Like that's why, like to pass accounts, perfect. To pass accounts, perfect. But once you get to the front end side, you got to treat it like it's a real account because you're trying to play the milking game. So you want to take your time with it. There's no rush at all. The more you can compound and milk them, the better return or on investment you're gonna get.
That makes sense.
A lot of people just try and go for these big home runs, I guess, to post the screenshots, but like, nah, it's it. Best thing I can do is once you get to the funder side, just get off social media and just, if you want to stay in a Discord, stay in Discord, lock in with the Discord every trading session, but just stay off social media because you're going to see everybody posting these big days, big days, big days, and you're going to be like, fuck, I could do that too. Like, all I need is just like one good trade. And then what are you going to do? Go on tilt and blow the account. So you'll have those days. Like today could have been a day where you could have caught a nice trade, right? A nice big move.
Mhm.
And I tell people, those days will come. I had a red day yesterday, but I didn't really care too much because I knew that my system will work, and if my system works, I'll make back the losses plus more. That's exactly what I did. So,
And you made it all back today. Probably more.
exactly. So that's why it's just so now I don't care what this does anymore. Now, unless we pull back into these opening ranges, then boom, I can now get a clean setup for longs and all that. But right now, I'm not interested in shorting because it's clear they're trying to push this right back up. We've been selling off a lot. The daily is still very oversold, and this bounce right here is a failed 2 down right now. So a failed 2 down means bears fail to take it down, and buyers are now back in control with this candle. So that means they can just bullish engulf this if they really want to, if the day allows it, all the way right back up on NQ at least to 25,723, if they really want to, right? Now, that's why I'm not interested in shorting. I'm interested in playing longs on a dip. If we look at my ES chart, you can even see it on ES here. I literally, because sometimes I can forget and, see things happening and be like, fuck, let me get it. I literally set this level here and said, don't short unless this breaks. Just long dips for now. And what did we do? We sold off heavily, but we held above this. So with that being in mind, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to short this. There's no reason to short this because this is a neckline on a daily. If we break that, then okay, then I see, some downside. If you look at the daily time frame, if we break that level, I see downside, right? But we held just above it. So that told me, hey, as long as things can look ugly, but as long as that overall level holds, you are not looking to short. You're looking to go long. And that's why I was essentially looking for long today, especially overnight. I wish I woke up earlier because I definitely would have caught this whole move. Definitely would have caught this whole move. There's no doubt I would have not caught this.
You gotta set an alarm, bro.
It's just like
Come on,
Jay. If I don't do overnight trading, people will get upset. I'll get the DMs, Jay, where are you? Like, like the market move, or where was the alert? And that's why, like, I try whenever I'm sending in my trades, I try my best to tell people exactly what I'm seeing as far as like explain my system. This is what I'm seeing, so they can literally take accurate notes and just mirror that. So if they understood my system as far as like the stochastic RSI on a 30-minute 1 hour in the buyer zone, we're looking for value area lows to hold, which is my orange line. We're looking for an OR to hold, and then we're looking for a 30-minute 2 up trigger or a 3 up trigger, at least to go long. They would have been able to catch these longs, and they would have been in before me, if that makes sense. So them seeing me go long would have just been their confirmation that, okay, I can still hold my position out a little longer because now he's seen exactly what I seen to go long earlier this morning, if that makes sense. So it's a working system. All I'm doing over time is just tweaking it to just make it more and more pinpoint accurate. And now the tweaking that I'm trying to do now is just working on much tighter entries. So right now I'm getting the tighter entries with the 30-minute 2-ups, but I want to get even more tighter entries so I can, play a mini and have a much tighter stop loss. That's relative to, let's just say, $100-200 and not anything crazier than that, right? But the reward is still big, if that makes sense. I don't have to take one mini. I can probably take 10 micros and then trim 5 at my first OR level, and then just set the runners one by one at the remaining levels. But yeah, dude, like that's pretty much it. Like again, I can sit here all day and then just keep trying to chase this, but until I know my clean setup is seeing that stochastic RSI in the buyer zone. So whatever they do, whether we get a crazy sweep right now to the downside to cool these off, I kind of, any longs that I get in right now, I would have to know that if I take a loss on it, it's purely chasing because my clear setup to go in there is not there anymore. It's already ran its course. That's why the longs that I took today, I knew that, okay, like, it's a little bit risky, but I'm gonna take it because I know that we can see more upside at least to midnight open, and that's really where I was targeting. The rest of this upside move, that's why I took that M&Q runner, was just because I said, okay, if we hold above midnight open, that's holding above a previous session OR, at least on ES, and it's probably gonna do the same on NQ. So I'm gonna now target whatever upside there is for that and just try and be out there. But I am being greedy with this move. I had that in the back of my head. I am being greedy with this move, right? So that's why now I don't want to chase anything. If it pushes up, it pushes up. Fuck it, who cares? You can always wait.
We're just waiting for a good pullback.
Exactly, wait for that pullback because we know the pullback is going to happen at whatever point it's going to happen, and then you take it. Like a perfect example, another good example I could give would be futures right here. What was it, yesterday or I think 2 days ago? It was running up all night and I was like, fuck, like I feel like I missed the longs. Was it here? No, it wasn't here. It was 2 days. Yeah, it was like 3 days ago, I believe. It was this run up. It was running up and running up and running up, but the stochastic RSI on the 1 hour was still in the seller zone. So I was like, fuck, like I know it should pull back, right? Like I was like, I know it should pull back because on the 30-minute it was pulling back, but it was still pushing up, but just based on the 30-minute. However, the 1 hour never pulled back. So I was like, fuck, I'm gonna wait. And so I waited, and not only did we pull back, but we pulled back even lower than where we opened at for overnight open, right? And I was like, oh wow, like I didn't expect that, but I was able to catch a move right back up to midnight open, right to 68.85, and then. So that just told me, hey, your system works. Like if you see things just running, just wait, because either they pull it back or they consolidate it to where they cool off the RSIs at whatever high or low it's at, and then you can go long from there and play it from there, right? So that's, and even with this session, I was like, all right, waited. They really rug pulled there, but I think I took a loss here because no buyers were present here, which was okay because the trade that I took on that day was a 30-minute 2-up, which was, I believe, here. No, it was here. It was a 30-minute 2-up that turned into a 3 down. So I was just like, all right, fuck it. It is what it is. Like, there was no buyers clearly in that session, and there wasn't. It didn't pop up, right? And then what happened going forward, which was overnight, was we broke the daily 2 down at 67.46. So that just told me, okay, sellers could take control for this current overnight session. And that's what sellers did. They broke the daily 2 down at that 46, tried to pop it back up, held it under, and then just continued to pull it down. So after they did that, if you didn't want to short because it was set at such a daily demand area, all you had to do was just wait for the cash session to open, because once the cash session opens, you're going to get a new opening range to deal with that session, and then you can just play that. So that's why what I'm probably going to do now is for the overnight sessions, just so people don't miss out, is I will, let's just say we get a setup, I'll use the overnight sessions for trying to pass evaluation accounts, and then I'll use a CAS session for funded accounts, if that makes sense, just so everybody has a fair chance to at least play on their funded accounts safely.
That's a good idea.
With the overnight sessions, you're not going to get new opening ranges. You're going to have to rely on your previous session opening ranges. So when we get this overnight session, we're going to have to rely on this, if that makes sense. And then once we get a new market at 6:30 my time, that's when you're going to get a new opening range session and all that. Yeah, this is why I don't care about what the ES or NQ does now from here. Anybody chasing here is probably going to get burned. And I actually am testing my system because I joined that competition shit. Tradeovate.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, well, I joined Tradeovate because Tradeovate, or not Tradeovate, sorry, TradingView. TradingView is hosting theirs. And I'm.
So how do you win it?
Well, you have to. I actually have to look at the rules. I think you have to be like top something.
Imagine like no overnight trading or some stupid shit like that.
Yeah, you can.
That's good.
The top 250 participants, top 250. So right now I'm at the. It hasn't updated yet, but I'm in the top 14% of the participants, and there's like over 80,000.
Oh, that's valid.
And I'm literally just using.
We're gonna kill it.
I started it last night, dude. So, I'm literally just gonna using my system for it, and nothing more, nothing less. I'm not chasing. It's just the system, and I'm gonna see what happens. Whether if I can make it close there. You know, there's 20 days left, so I don't expect to at least reach 250, but I want to get at least close in the hundreds, maybe. But like maybe like the 600s or something like that, at least under 1,000 or something like that, but we'll see. But yeah, but I'm probably gonna call it now. You can see we're pulling back now, so I really don't care about what happens from here.
Calling it a day too.
Yeah, just call it a day and reconvene tonight with your evaluations to size up if you want to size up, play those minutes if you want to play it. But when it's the cash session, you use, and we're using the fundeds, I'm not doing none of that sizing up stuff. I'm just sticking it with the 4-5 micros and, you know, chilling. But
just rinse and repeat.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, yo. I'm gonna call it a day here.
Good day, bro.
For showing up. I know it's a short session. I would love to be here longer, but like that's just gonna lead to over trading, and like since we know what we look for with our system, there's no need for us to chase anything unless we get a big pullback. Then we can hop back on and, you know, find a setup. But